let them sit with it, sit with whatever you're doing. And that also increases intensity because they are just for one reason, they might be thinking, oh, I'm suffering in this for a long time and it's getting more and more difficult. It's getting maybe harder to breathe, or the ropes, my body's getting tired. But I think also I like to try and do it in a way that the person can see me watching them. And so it's a difficult thing for them psychologically to suffer just like someone watching a bug. It makes them feel strange things.
Ok. Bueno, ¿qué protocolos de seguridad activas cuando exploran ataduras para evitar riesgos verdaderamente reales?
I'm not quite sure I understand the question.
Yeah, for example, protocols as RAXA, is consent, like safe.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
BDSM.
I think it's very, very important to negotiate consent
Mhm.
and desires and boundaries before any rope goes on the body. And one of the things that we practice and also is really important when we teach is to always tell people that once any rope has gone on the body at all, you, as the person tying, you would never make any additional requests, right? So if I've already tied the person at all, like maybe just a simple piece of rope on the waist, doesn't matter. I can't, whatever we have negotiated about what we're going to do before the rope goes on, that's what we'll do. No, even if the person seems perfectly normal and able to speak, I don't think it's okay to make additional requests of them. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
absolutely.
And I don't.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is,
Yeah.
I think it's important to remember that if you're doing rope well, if you're doing a good job tying, it's very easy for the person being tied to forget to check in on the body because they're in a different headspace, and so they might forget to do hand checks or something. So I think I, as the person tying, have to remember to make sure that they're doing those things.
Ujú, sí, claro que sí. Así es.
Yeah, something that Jonathan does that I found helpful, and I think he does often, is during the negotiation process, ask specifically, how will you tell me if you don't like the way something is going? Because the first time he asked that, I was like, oh, I had to think about it. And I think practicing how to say no, or I want to stop, or this is not working for me. Before rope goes on, helps you do it when you're at a more emotionally vulnerable state.
Could
I think it's hard to do it for the very first time when something is actively going wrong.
Yeah, if the first time you have told the person, no, I want to stop, is when there's actually a problem, maybe it will be very difficult to say no, or I want to stop. So it's actually good. It sounds weird to say, but it's actually good to have the person rehearse saying no to me before we start tying.
Bueno, con respecto a las actividades de motivación y de disciplina, ¿qué nos puede recomendar? ¿Cómo mantiene usted la disciplina de práctica diaria en su propia rutina?
I think, what was that saying? Motivation is optional, discipline is not. Yeah. So there was a this is gonna sound kind of funny, but there's a mixed martial arts fighter. I can't remember what his name is. He's a short Irish guy. You recognize his name if I said him. He said something one time that I thought really summed up the way I was taught in Japan about martial arts, and that was that there